Hello, welcome to my channel, Dr. Stephania. Thank you so much for finding me here. Hope you're having a beautiful day, beautiful week so far. Welcome to the temple. I call my channel the temple because this is our sacred space where we connect, we open to receive divine messages, divine directives for our highest and greatest good from the spirit and creation of all that is. We are here. We are these spiritual beings landed in having this human experience, and I'm here to help normalize for the collective the connection to our intuition, the connection to spirit, that we are not alone, and that when we open ourselves, we learn to listen to our intuition, we learn to connect and clear out the clutter of that conditioned human experience. We receive, we connect, we align with abundance, and we live elevated, more beautiful spiritual lives filled with joy, happiness, kindness, goodness, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is. All right, so let us just begin with a deep breath, knowing that we are not alone. We welcome the great creation of all that is, the spirit, to help guide us in this weekly collective messaging for our highest and greatest good. So take a deep breath, just get yourself centered. We're going to clear the energy for you as we connect to the highest and greatest good. We welcome angels, spirit guides, great angels to help us with divine directives, what it is we need to know for our highest timeline of success, joy, happiness, abundance, love, and so it is. All right. So, as a spiritual intuitive guide and coach, I got a very fast intuitive download. I call it my divine directive, came in very quick last night, and it always comes through my right ear, and it was like a fast message, and the message was, we need to talk about the collective fear around money. I have been experiencing in my business and hearing people from all different walks of life, all different walks of businesses, tapping into this collective fear around money and spending and expenses and the increase in this and the increase in that and the tariffs this and the tariffs that and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I've been hearing it nonstop, okay? So, and I've been noticing that, like, even people who are multimillionaires who are not wanting to, spend, feeling the pinch, getting into that fear, right? So as I was dropping in, I was like, yeah, and I've been working when I'm working and coaching one-on-ones every day, and I'm continuously hearing that from people, and I'm filtering and dropping in with Holy Spirit and bringing in cleansing energy to help people. I'm like, okay, let me clear my own energy. Let me not tap into that, because it's really easy for the best of the best of the best to get caught up in that collective fear, because the fear, the energy and the frequency of fear is a low vibrational frequency, and when you tap into it with a thought, whoa, it grows, and it grows fast, and it's like a contagion effect, right? And so I've been noticing that a lot of people are in this frequency of contraction. And I better not spend because, there's this energy fear around money, okay? So he's feeling that a lot. I've been hearing it a lot, I've been feeling it a lot. And so I've been doing extra cleansing and extra attention in this area with my mindset, keeping myself centered for myself, but also so I can hold space for those who I'm working with, right? So so I was guided, very specifically guided, that we need to work on this. Each and every week, I'm going to come on here and we're going to be talking about the abundance wealth reset and what we need to let go of, what we need to be reminded of, what we need to do to step into alignment with the frequency of abundance, and what's coming in for us so that we can live our happiest, most successful lives, and clearing those energy blocks. Because a lot of the times we can be holding on to an old pattern, an old cycle. I mean, I've seen people, have tons and tons of money come into their lives, and then it goes, because they're not holding energetic space to hold the frequency of wealth, right? So there's this collective fear, and it's, obviously there's a lot of fear on the news. Like, if you spend a lot of time on the news, or you spend time on the news, it could just take you completely out of your peace. And so half the time I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't watch the news because I just find that, like, if I do watch it, it makes me feel, I'm very sensitive, right? And so I feel anxious when I do that. So I don't do that. And I might just glance and pick up, a story here and there if I'm on social media. Even then, I really try to, like, just be very mindful around what I'm inputting and feeding my mind, my body. That is my afternoon iced coffee. So, all right. That being said, I was also picking up something just now about music. Like, music is very abundant, right? When you listen to the music that you love and it makes you feel good, that is a frequency of abundance. And so the thing is that abundance is the energy of love, right? There are only two frequencies in the universe: fear and love. So we want to connect with the frequency of love, the frequency of self-love, self-compassion. You are enough. You are enough. Your existence is essential in the universe. Somebody needs to hear that. I wrote down a few messages here. You are enough. I also got a message around the need to slow down, because the other thing around abundance is if we lack focus, if we are running the rat race, we are I'm just making sure I am recording. Yeah. We're running the rat race, we lose sight of focus, right? And we're just like spinning the wheels, and we're not connecting in with the energy of receiving. Then the abundant universe, the quantum abundant universe, it's like, it's all there. It's just it's invisible, right? And so the numbers are all there. You're just visualizing those numbers in your bank account, rising and rising, rising. You got to do that through a space of calm, a space of quiet, not this feeling like you got to work 5,000 hours a week kind of thing, right? That's also for me too, because I'm conditioned to work. So if I just say to you, if you go back in time, you just close your eyes, you just calm your breath, and you go back to your childhood, what is the first memory you have around money? What is it that comes up for you? For me, when I did that, when I really consciously did that for the first time, like I really just dropped in to say, okay, what is the money block? Like, what is it that I need to understand here? My first memory was, oh, I had to work as a little kid to clean the house and do the chores so that I could get my little allowance. That was my first memory. That was the first thing that came up for me. Now, that's not like, that's, as a kid in the 70s, a common thing. What, middle class family would have been to, like, you got to do your chores, get your allowance every Sunday, right? And so my conditioning, there was a memory that came up around having to work to get my little money, right? So then when I thought about it, I was like, oh, yeah. So that conditioning about work, get your money, and then work again, get your money, spend it, and so there's this weekly thing that was ingrained in me, right? And so that carried over. And so when I realized, I was like, oh, there was no fault or harm my parents doing that. They just did what they thought was right. It's actually developed a really, really great work ethic in me, because I'm very disciplined in running my business. I do my work, but that messaging around working for a little paycheck, that was there, right? So I've worked to release that and know that I give, and that I shall, and so I shall receive, and that I am worthy of divine abundance, massive, magnificent abundance, and that I am enough, right? So there's so much more to the story, and we're going to be working on this in these sessions, in these collective sessions, to help you align with what it is you need to let go of, and what it is you can step into, and what we can expect. That abundance is our divine birthright, okay? So I wrote down, sometimes I can't even read my own writing. Yeah, you are enough. Slow down. I did get that some of you really need to slow down. Calm yourself down and slow down around connecting to the next chapter in your manifestation, abundance, work, money, etc. Okay? I also got to it was a vision. It was a vision of a woman looking over a lake. Like, you know, you're at the side of the lake, and it's a beautiful crystalline lake. You can see yourself. You see, you know, the lake mirrors back to you, your image, right? I saw this huge shadow coming over this woman while she was looking into the lake, right? And so this is the shadow energy. So there's somebody needs to hear that around working with the shadow. For every shadow there is light, for every light there is shadow. So within us we have these shadows, we have these conditioned thoughts, attachments that keep us in bondage to the shadow that wants us to stay in a story that's repetitive, right? So there's something about that deep shadow that was keeping this woman from taking a leap of faith, taking a dive into that lake, and, you know, feeling fearless. It was definitely a strong fear, and I keep coming back to that. Let us just release the fear, dear God, angels, Jesus of the Holy Spirit. Let us just release any fear we have around our abundance. Let us just release the blockages. Let us release the pain. Let us release what is holding us back from stepping into the ability to receive and tap into that collective omniscient abundance that's available to us all. We choose love and not fear. I choose love today, and so it is. The universe wants to hear what it is you want, not what it is you don't want, because we signal our future with how we're resting in our now moment. So today I am choosing love. Today I'm choosing love. Today I'm choosing love. So when you feel that energy, the feel of fear, you feel the shadow, you can watch it, notice it, choose another thought, because our minds can be our worst enemy or our best friend, as we know, right? So that leads me to the next thing I wrote was mindset visualization. So I was getting that. And this hard, not easy to do, because again, if you're like running, you might do like a minute of a visualization exercise, and then the rest of the day you're mulling over what happened yesterday, and whatever you're thinking of now, you know, 90% of your thoughts today are going to be what you're thinking of tomorrow. So we really got to be conscious of how we're spending to choose how our thoughts are going, how our mind is working, right? So listening to music and visualizing, just visualizing yourself on a beautiful beach. The beach is filled with fruit, amazing juices, water, coins, money, chocolate, beautiful energy, sunshine, the wind, etc. And you're just basking it all in. You feel beautiful. Be in that frequency of abundant visualization, okay? And as I was just stepping into that energy beach that I was on in my mind, and of course I saw myself, beautiful bikini on, and I'm like rocking it. I saw Lakshmi, our beautiful goddess Lakshmi. And I say that about the bikini, not to like be, it's not about me, but it's about you want to visualize yourself looking and feeling your best. I wouldn't actually be someone who would like run around the beach in my bikini and like be like, hey, look at me. I would not, that's not who I am, but like in the visualization, that's how I am, right? And so you want to you want to feel it, right? You want to just feel that feeling of sensual abundance. And I was picking up the energy of Lakshmi just now, saying, yes, yes, yes. So let us just give to Lakshmi what it is we want to improve. What is that? Is it money? Is it love? Is it good health? Is it laughter? Is it friends? All of that represents abundance, right? So give to her what it is you wish to improve upon your life. Goddess Lakshmi, thank you for your presence now. I give to you what it is I wish to improve in my life, and I thank you. I thank you. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for my health. I'm so grateful for my beauty. I'm so grateful for my life. I'm so grateful for my breath. Be in grace when you're working with the universe and Goddess Lakshmi, because she loves to work with people who are grateful. Because what we appreciate appreciates, right? The next vision I got, and then we'll look at the oracles to see what the cards are saying for us. I got, it was like, this is a message for somebody starting, like if you're starting something new, there's something about like, and it doesn't have to necessarily be new, but it felt like there's a new chapter. It's a new chapter with abundance. So for some of you, you could actually be starting a new business, a side hustle. There's like a new job. There's something it felt like there was a new energy around this. Okay, so at first it felt like the money is trickling in. You're like, okay, trickling in. Then it's like, oh, it's coming in faster, because I felt like this raining down of prosperity, and then it's like, yes, it's really raining. It's like trickle, then kind of raining, and then pouring. Like that was the vision that I got. And I feel like this is a weekly message, but I do feel like this is the projection for the rest of this year. Okay, we are choosing to step into our alignment with abundance, choosing to invest in ourselves, choosing to invest in that which helps us grow, helps us become the best, most beautiful versions of ourselves. As we affirm, I release fear and step into abundance now, and so it is, and so it is. All right. Feeling good. Feeling Archangel Michael on the scene. Archangel Gabriel just now. And I apologize if I'm shaking up this microphone. So hostilities at the bottom of the deck. I feel like that's the energy, like hostile frequencies, because the collective frequency, what is in the one is in the whole. So we have an entire collective of people who are, not everyone, but many are detached from their source frequency, detached from spirit, detached from that energy of peace, that energy of harmony. And when we're detached, we're caught up in what's out there. And like I said, that energy of hostility, fear, it's like a contagion. It is literally like a contagion. And so it grows. And even like somebody who never worries about money, all of a sudden they're like, it's working like that. And so we're here to release. We're working to release those frequencies of fear. So, Spirit Guides, Great Angels, what is it that we need to... Haven't finished the question yet. Look, there's a contract. Interesting. So for some of you, there's definitely a contract coming in. And I feel like I'm also, like when I connect with this card, I feel a lot of balance. I feel there's a lot of balance coming in. And over here, there's the angel of love. Because remember I said, abundance is love. We want to choose love. The angel of love, thank you for your presence now. Cast upon me the blessings of harmony, peace, and glory. And so it is. And so it is, and so it is. All right, so what is it that we need to let go of in order to step into our highest timeline of success? Indecision. Which way do I go? What do I do? When we're that, I feel like this connects to that message I was getting around slowing down. When we slow down and we pause and we let go of the worry, we let go of trying to figure it out from the surface level of our thinking, we can't decide what to do, that's when the divine directives come to us. Okay? So let go of indecision, go within and trust. And below that we got I think I saw the magic in the mirror card. Where was that? Oh, it disappeared. That's okay. Let's see what else is coming in for us. And there's the garden at the gate. So the garden at the gate is all about pausing. See? Slowing down. Watching the lilies, see how they grow. Jesus, the greatest spiritual teacher of all time, said, watch the lilies, see how they grow. Why did he say that? So we can learn to be present to the presence. The beauty, the present to the beauty of the now moment. Oh, there's the cornucopia. Yes, when we're present to the presence and we learn to appreciate the now moment, that is the abundance. That is that cornucopia. That is the energy and blessing of love, light, harmony, peace, abundance. When we're in that frequency, we draw it to us. Because I'm really drawn to this light, this amazing orange light. So this is you stepping into your power in the solar plexus and also shining that light and being in the frequency of light. As we're in that frequency of light, we attract more light, we become more abundant, and we're shining. So we're bringing to us the brilliance, that the brilliant, amazing beauty that the universe has to offer us. So I love that. I absolutely love that. All right, let's check in with our abundance angels. What else do we need to know so we can step into our highest timeline of success, happiness, and abundance? And so it is. We have got obstacles and blocks are lifted. Yay! All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome. Hang on, let me start that again. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift. Why can't I read? I feel like that's not written correctly. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. What did I say? Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I apologize, my inability to read there. God is your source. Yes, everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. Yes, yes, and yes, and so it is, and we're claiming that. I love this reading today. If you want to continue and go deeper into this work, I'm attaching in the link below a collective energy clearing where I drop in and you drop in and you receive a Reiki energy healing, and we cut the cords of what's been limiting you, what you need to release. This week, I feel it's going to be about fear. I haven't recorded the healing yet, but I will after this, and I will attach it below. And so if you want to jump into the extended to receive the healing, to go deeper into the work, to let go of what it is energetically we're holding on to, you get some more healing around all of that, a meditation, and some more guidance around actions to take and things coming in for your future abundance. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps the channel, and I really, really appreciate it so much. And I am sending you so much love and so much light. Namaste, and have a beautiful